model. So I went by our discussion over Messenger and tried to do the best with the photos you sent me. Um, if we decide to move forward, we're gonna have to go through and basically nail down these diameters and sizes to get them perfect, so I can get a nicer representation. But I just wanted to kind of see what we could fit in the area that you gave me. So I was able to get 3 rows of big plates, 3 rows of little plates, and 2 rows of cups. In one of the photos you sent by, the height was 83, but in our discussion on Messenger, I believe I had a different idea on the actual height itself, and I'll go over that in a second. So if we go here, we can look. Let's get a actual measurement here. So we're gonna go from top to bottom, and so I believe it was 76 inches, and the photo you had was 83, so I couldn't get the cups in. And then from a width, I believe it was 24. Let me double check. 26 for the actual width that you gave me. So this basically shows all that from the information from what we discussed so far. I have roughly look at my notes here. So I've got trying to keep about a 2-inch spacer also. But that was being a spacer between like the big plates and stuff above it and whatnot. I can fit more in here when we go through and get more accurate measurements. Some of the measurements weren't over, the tape measure wasn't over the center of the item, so I wasn't sure. I didn't want to guess. I just wanted to get an idea, to give you a rough idea of what fit here. So the design elements from a structural or a safety standpoint is, I was thinking either we put a lip on the shelf to keep the plates from falling off, or what I think looks a little nicer is I build the shelves a little short, and then I just put a long piece on the front. And if you look at it from the back, I don't know if you can see it, but let me move one of these plates here. Let me get rid of one of these dishes. There we go. And then you can see the lip is basically created, but it looks better because it's one piece across the front. Okay. And then if we look at the solution for the cups, to keep the cups safe, we'll remove this guy here. And what I did essentially is I angled the dowels up at about 10 degrees. These are 3-inch dowels. I can accomplish this by putting just a angled hole in the backing board. Okay. So this would be essentially the item. The finish would be whatever. This is just basically to show you sizing, and as far as a rough estimate of cost, I'm thinking between, depending on what kind of finish you want, and what kind of wood you want, generally between $500 to $800, just because wood's so expensive right now. Also, it really will depend on the finish. If I can give it to you unfinished, I could probably just send it to you or drop it off and charge you $500, let you finish it yourself. It's just that the finishing is going to take a lot of work, just because it's a lot of time. There's so many nooks and crannies to get good finish on and make sure it looks nice. But anyway, I promised you the model. I wanted you to see it. I wanted to make sure you had an idea. I'd appreciate if you just keep this model between us. But that would be great. Thank you. Have a good weekend.